Hi friends, welcome back to Sherri Simple Living. Today we are going to make kind of like a keto twist on a comfort food, a little southern twist. So we're going to make some fried chicken strips. You can make any kind of fried chicken with it. I'm using boneless, skinless thighs, and I'm putting them in the air fryer. But you can fry them in oil if you'd like, however you want to make them. So let's get busy. Here's our recipe real quick, friends. I'll link it down below. We're gonna make a crispy keto fried chicken, a creamy coleslaw that's keto friendly, and then we're also going to make a honey mustard, but more like a maple mustard dipping sauce. All right, friends, we're going to start off with the keto creamy coleslaw. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now, it calls for celery seed, but I also put a pinch of celery salt. If you don't have that, don't worry, okay? You can just add regular salt and pepper, which I still add that too. Okay, friends. The recipe I created it with AI's help, okay? But it called for Dijon mustard, which I did not have, so I'm using spicy brown mustard, but I got out the regular mustard too. Sorry, the dogs are rambunctious right now. Okay, friends, you know I don't always measure everything, but here's the actual recipe. It's 1 bag of coleslaw mix, 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of Dijon or whatever mustard you want to use, 2 teaspoons of monk fruit or swerve. I actually use 2 tablespoons of Splenda, a half a teaspoon celery seed, and salt and pepper. And I told you I added celery salt also. I actually do measure the Splenda though. But friends, this coleslaw came out so good. It's so different than how I usually make coleslaw. But we absolutely love this. It was me, my husband, and our friend Henry, and the whole bowl got eaten. Everybody loved it. At first, it seems like it's dry and not enough mayonnaise, but you know how cabbage starts to release its own juices? So just let it sit for about 5 minutes and then come back and stir, and you'll realize that you don't need more mayonnaise, because I almost put more mayonnaise. And of course, friends, I had to give it a quick taste test, and it is so good. It's tangy, and like, it's not real vinegary, but you know, it does have a tang to it. And I absolutely love that. It's so good. Okay, friends, so when I printed the recipe, it cut off part of the ingredients for the maple mustard dipping sauce. So we'll have to go back and I'll put it in the description. Okay, friends, don't come at me for my best foods mayonnaise. It's pretty much the only bad seed oils I eat anymore. But I love mayonnaise, friends, and this makes the best sauce. It's creamy and delicious. I am actually somewhat measuring so you can see what I'm adding. Hopefully when I link the recipe, it won't like cut out that part. But as you can see, it's mayonnaise, mustard, and I didn't have the sugar-free honey, and none of the stores around here have that. So I use sugar-free maple, like sugar-free pancake syrup, and it actually gave it like a maple-y flavor, and it was really good. Even my friend Henry was like, oh, this is good. He didn't even know it was sugar-free. All right, friends, let's get this fried chicken going. For the fried chicken, as I call it, batter, really more like what you're going to dip it in, but we're going to need 2 eggs with 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, half and half, or buttermilk beaten into the eggs. I'm using half and half. I didn't have any buttermilk at the time. And then in our dry mixture, we're going to add a cup of crushed pork rinds. I just kind of eyeball them in a bag, so mine might be more or less than a cup. We're going to add a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a half a teaspoon of cayenne, which I did more like an eighth, just to add a tiny bit of spice, and also salt and pepper. And then I also want to add that I always season my chicken too, because just the breading enough is not enough seasoning for me. I like my food seasoned. So I would definitely advise to season the chicken too. I forgot to add that I also put some powdered Parmesan cheese, like the Kraft. That's not in the recipe and you don't have to do it. I just thought it would add more Parmesan flavor and a little more bulk to the coating of the chicken, and it really did. So I would actually recommend adding that each time too. I just realized it's not in the recipe, but I added a pinch of red pepper flakes just then. Friends, I thought I was using boneless, skinless thighs, but these are actually breasts, and I just cut them into strips like chicken strips. Okay, friends, let the excess egg drip off a little, And then I just put one piece in the bag at a time and like shook it and made sure it was coated really well. And then you can put it in your oil or your air frying basket thing. If you're putting it in oil, obviously make sure it's hot first. All right, friends, now I just put them in the air fryer. I think I put them for about 12 minutes on each side. 12 minutes, then flipped them over, and 12 minutes again. And they came out perfectly cooked and nice and crunchy. Look at them. Here's the coleslaw after it sat in the fridge and got cold, and you can see it has plenty of dressing. So if it seems a little dry at first, just give it time. All right, friends, here it is. Let's give it a taste. And it was amazing. I will definitely be making this meal again. I should definitely add it to like a weekly or bi-weekly rotation. It was so good. The dipping sauce, the coleslaw, all of it was great. Thanks for watching, friends. I appreciate you all. Bye.